Welcome to the Fixed Player Picks for Gameweek 8. It's been a testing start to the season for Man United, with 3 defeats from their opening 7 league matches, but the resurgence of Luke Shaw has been one of the few positives. The England left-back is averaging 4.3 points per game, which puts him ahead of every other member of the Man United back line, including David De Gea, with his 2.9 points per game. Amongst defenders, Shaw's total of 9 attempted assists this season can be better by only Doherty with 10, Robertson and Trippier with 12, and Holebas with 15. 9 goal attempts by the 23-year-old ranks joint third amongst defenders, beaten by only Doherty with 11 and Alonso with 14. Man United may have kept just 1 clean sheet this season, but only Wolves, Liverpool, Chelsea and Man City have conceded fewer goal attempts from inside the box. Their Gameweek 8 opponents, Newcastle, have scored just 4 goals this season. Only Huddersfield have managed fewer, with 3. Marko Arnautovic returned from a knee injury in Gameweek 7 to find his 4th goal of the season during West Ham's 3-1 win over Man United. The Austrian international now has 5 FPL involvements in 6 appearances this season, and amongst forwards, only Aguero, Mitrovic and Kane have scored more goals. When compared with other forwards priced at 7 million or less, only Mitrovic and Wilson have been directly involved in more goals than Arnautovic this season, and his total of 7 shots on target can be beaten by only Dini, Jimenez and Mitrovic. West Ham have enjoyed a tough start to the season, taking on Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Man United in their opening 7 games, but now have a much more favourable schedule, starting with Brighton in Gameweek 8. The Seagulls are yet to register a clean sheet this season, conceding 13 goals, and have allowed their opponents 79 shots in the box. Only Fulham have allowed more. They've also conceded 17 big chances. Only West Ham, Huddersfield and Fulham have been more obliging. James Maddison recorded his 5th attacking return of the season during Leicester's 2-0 win over Newcastle in Gameweek 7, providing an impressive total of 5 attempted assists during the game. The 21-year-old has now found FPL returns in each of his last 4 matches, producing 2 goals and 2 assists in that time, with Sterling and Hazard the only midfielders to directly contribute to more goals over that run. Maddison's total of 13 attempted assists during the last 4 game weeks ranks joint first in the league, beating Sterling and Bernardo Silva with 12, David Silva with 11, and Hazard with 10. 5 shots on target by Maddison across the same period is just 1 fewer than Mo Salah has produced, while his total of 12 goal attempts ranks joint third amongst midfielders, beaten by only Salah and Sterling with 13. Over the last 2 game weeks, only Man City and Wolves have had more shots on target than Leicester's 13, and our fix algorithm expects Maddison to keep his FPL returns flowing, with a point score of 4.5. With 6 goals and 2 assists, Eden Hazard has been directly involved in more goals than any other midfielder this season, beating Sterling with 6 FPL involvements and Salah with 5. 12 shots inside the box by the Belgium international ranks joint 4th amongst midfielders this season, with only Sterling, Mane and Salah taking more. But no midfielder has taken more than Hazard's 7 shots on target over the last 4 game weeks, while only Harry Kane has produced more across all positions, with 8. 7 goals conceded by his opponents, Southampton, over the last 4 game weeks ranks them joint 14th, with only Brighton, Bournemouth, Fulham and Cardiff shipping more goals in that time. With Chelsea creating a chance every 5.5 minutes, second only to Man City, Hazard should find plenty of opportunities to get on the score sheet, and our fix algorithm predicts a point score of 5 for the Belgian. It feels strange to call a multiple Golden Boot winner a differential, but only 14.2% of the top 1,000 teams owned Harry Kane for his brace against Huddersfield in Gameweek 7, compared to Hazard and Aguero's respective 89% and 92.3% ownerships amongst that group of managers. After a relatively quiet start, the Spurs forward looks to have kicked into gear over his last 2 league matches, where he's found the back of the net 3 times. His total of 8 shots on target in the last 4 game weeks is more than any other player has produced, beating Hazard, Salah and Aguero. 6 big chances by Kane over the same period is also a league high total, beating Hazard and Salah with 4, while Aguero has had just 1 big chance over the last 4 game weeks. No team have conceded more goals than Cardiff this season, and their total of 14 goals conceded over the last 4 game weeks is at least 5 more than any other side have allowed. Our fix algorithm backs the Englishman to bounce back from the midweek Champions League defeat, with a point score of 9.6. Want to improve your FPL performance this season? Use fantasyfootballfix.com to apply artificial intelligence and Opta stats to your FPL squad to maximize your points returns every game week. We have over 20 unique tools and features, including FPL price change predictor, squad optimizer, and full Opta stats with custom heat maps and predicted points. Click the link below and upload your FPL squad into fantasyfootballfix.com now.